Well, first of all, welcome to Showbiz India TV and congratulations. I saw the movie last night. What an inspiring story. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling kind of just, it's a bit weird. It's all a bit weird, to be perfectly honest. Do you know what I mean?
Surreal?
Yeah. I mean, if you've seen the film, you know where I've come from. You know the world that I come from. So, literally just to be on this set and watch all this stuff going on around me. And you have to kind of take it all back and say, this is all about a kid in Luton living that life. And all of this is happening as a result of that. It's kind of hard to get your head around.
I can just imagine, but LA is the land where dreams come true, and this is your dream come true, I'm sure, right?
I mean, it's beyond my dream. It's like, it was a dream to write a book. So when I wrote the book, Greetings from Berry Park, I was like, oh my God, I've managed to tell my story. That was amazing. I couldn't even really imagine that a film was going to get made, but Garinda's a really good friend and she's just incredibly passionate and she's just an absolute force and she believed in it. And so she was able to kind of, help make that happen. And then you make it and you think, okay, well, that's great. It's great that's been made. I'm not expecting anyone to necessarily like it or any audience to come to it, but at least it exists. And then you take it to Sundance and it gets standing ovations and Warner Brothers buy it for 15 million. You're like, this has gone way off the script. We're in uncharted territory right now, And I think the most important thing when all this stuff happens is to just feel grateful. To feel grateful that this is not, this is not as a result just of me, as a result of everybody, it's a team effort. And then to think, wow, for me, the most emotional thing about it is that my mum and dad, my dad died when I was 23, but my mum and dad lived a completely obscure life that nobody would ever know about them. We hardly knew anybody, and now people around the world are going to know their story. And in some small way, I've managed to kind of honor the sacrifices they've made.
Absolutely.
And that feels very humbling.
Take me back to that moment when you met your hero, Bruce Springsteen, and he stopped and said he read the book and he liked it.
Yeah, I mean, it was like an electric jolt. I was just like, it felt like somebody put my finger in an electric socket or something. I was like, what? How the hell has this happened? Then I was just like, okay, I've got to get as much information out of him as I possibly can because he's going to walk off soon. I've got to ask him as many questions like, how do you know about the book? How did people know about it? What did you, try and get, that sort of thing. And then ultimately what it felt like was validation. It's like you love someone's work. You respect it, you admire it, you feel like your life has been changed by that person's work. And then that person says that they have liked your work. That's the ultimate validation, isn't it?
Right, absolutely. And you've written about the underdog, you have a political voice. So today, the new Prime Minister of England was just announced.
I'm having a good day so far. Why are you trying to bring me down?
I was just going to ask you about your thoughts on that.
Yeah. I'll tell you the thing I really feel is I feel like the worst thing I feel about it is that I can no longer feel smug that we Brits wouldn't do anything that anybody, that we're different. Do you know what I mean? So I feel a little bit depressed about what's happening, but I also feel like in these times of division, what we need to be reminded of are the ways that we have things in common and the things we share and our common humanity and our common dreams. And so what I like about the film is that the film is actually quite a joyous reminder that music and the power of words doesn't respect nationality or race or religion. And that's a really unifying and hopeful message in a time, as you say, when there's a lot of division, there's a lot of reasons to sort of wake up and then want to go back to bed. And I feel like this is a sort of a reminder of how it felt to be joyous and to be reminded of the way that we have things we have in common. And that sort of feels like it's something that is really needed right now.